is on the shore as an Allied transport ties up. More of the boys are home. For those waiting at the wharf gates, it's a boy or a girl that is home. For each person in this crowd is today just looking for one face, the face of the one whom they haven't seen for several long years. There are mothers and fathers, and brothers and sisters, and wives and children, and, of course, sweethearts.
We met at the Christchurch railway station. Don't remember a lot about it. I just know that we were very polite to one another, and he shook hands with the little boy because that was the way they did it in those days. But the little boy was very reticent. I keep saying the little boy, it was my son, our son. And then the ride back through to Greymouth, he showed quite plainly that he didn't like his father sitting beside me and holding my hand. And then that night, he'd got into bed first. I turned out the light and I got into bed, and I was so tense. I was way over on the other side of the bed. And I thought, oh, I can't go through with this. But he didn't touch me. He didn't touch me. But then, you know, and I appreciated that. But I didn't say. Couldn't talk about it even. It just happened like that. Nothing was said the next day. We never talked about anything. And it got to the stage where the little boy didn't like this man coming and touching us, putting his hand on my shoulder and holding my hand. I was a different person. I'd grown up a lot more than he had. No, it was a very hard time for us. But as far as the other relationship was concerned, it stopped like that. I just said no. I couldn't leave my child.
Did you regret that it ended?
No. I regretted it's ended. I was sad. And I often used to find myself looking up the street when I was in the town, hoping for a glimpse of him, like you do. I suppose everybody's done that. But I had enough to contend with because we really didn't get on. And he was very depressed at times. He used to disappear and come back. And I was depressed. It was a really terrible time. How we got through it, I thank the Lord for it, because I'm quite sure I couldn't have done it if I hadn't had something helping me.
How did you get through it, though?
Well, I think we just sort of stumbled through it. And so we settled down in time, but it took years before we really got into a time of appreciating each other. He just was my mate, and I was his.